So you've got all the cars you want unlocked in Need for Speed Unbound, and you want to unlock all of them just in case you want to buy them. You can just go buy them without actually trying to unlock them, which I mean is quite grindy. So let's say you want to get either the F1 or the P1, which you need to complete 20 and 30 S-Class playlists with a McLaren respectively. Now if someone started a normal race playlist, it's fine, you can just push your McLaren, just use the last race. Maybe it won't handle that well sometimes, but you should be able to get through it. But what if you waited for so long for someone to start an S-Class playlist, only to realize it's a drift playlist? Now McLarens aren't cars that are designed and built for drifting, so they normally won't drift really well. They're mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars, so they don't drift well. But then you're like, oh, I don't want to lose in a drift playlist. What if the randos are actually good, or people are drifting are actually good? I actually have something that will allow you to make progress to unlock the McLarens, and also doing decently well in the drift playlist. Now this is the McLaren 570 Spyder you win from story mode in week 4. Now even if you don't want to play story mode and you just play online, it's fine. The McLaren 570 Spyder is relatively easy to unlock. You just need to complete 10 A+ playlists. The base handling is at 20% grip. I can put drift tires on and slide it all the way to 60% drift, which will make it decently competitive. Now that's the assumption. For parts I have Elite Induction, Pro ECU, Elite Fuel System, Elite Exhaust, Elite Screw Supercharger, Maximum Torque, Super Nitrous, Elite Normal Suspension, Super Brakes. But here's something that might surprise you. Now if you watch my past build videos, I don't use drift tires. But why am I using it here? Because I tried normal tires and the max you can go is 40% drift. And it's not drifty enough. Like, it just grips up too much. Even at 40% drift. Yes, I mean, it's normal because it's a McLaren. So I slapped into super drift tires, and here's hoping that it will actually do well. Elite clutch, 5-speed gearbox, because all of the elite parts I need to lower the top speed. Elite differential. Now for handling, as you saw, is 60% drift. Steering sensitivity personal preference, I like it at +3. Downforce, it's not typical. We're doing +4 because +3 S+. Traction control off, and just anti-gas and brake, just like a typical drift build. And on the torque side, quite amazing. 837 Nm of torque. It's not as torquey as the 350, but it should do decently well. On paper, the McLarens have good acceleration, all of them. So that hopefully might help you to get up to speed earlier, which might enable you to drift better. It says it's a drifting flame, so it means it should drift good, right? Right. The only event that matters. Just make sure you drift this car properly here. It's fine enough. I'm not saying you have to win, but because assuming you've won the last two, this is one you want to place high enough to make sure someone who's finished in the top leaderboards will not outscore you. Well, to be honest, it's quite a what I say, a hypothetical scenario, because your average randos can't exactly drift. If you learn how to drift, you can easily just smoke them. No offense to you, but really, that's just what I think. Alright, holding it properly, cheesing a little, because like the thing is with this car, you have to get up to speed for it to actually drift quite a bit. If it doesn't, it's not gonna quite hold it. Alright, got to ×3, a bit earlier than expected. That's always a good sign. Alright, can we... I really like this like S shapes, like pretty badass. Alright, not to hit the wall, use a bit of a handbrake to kind of hold the car back. Save the car, I mean. Alright. Drift up here. Okay. Brake. Slide. It's actually sliding really well, the McLaren. Like, okay, not as well as like your average JDM cars or your muscle drift cars, but to be honest, given that it's a mid-engine car and it's rear-wheel drive and it's quite grippy, I'd say it's doing decently well. The coupe, I can't say that. The coupe is like, no, just don't use the coupe. If not, besides, you get this car free for story mode if you complete it, like to week 4, I think. Like the day before the qualifier, yeah. If you get it, and like, you won't use it for S+, cause to be honest, anything but the Regera is not gonna do well there. I just have the wall there, that's fine. Probably just shoot down 100 points, should be fine. Should be enough for us to take the W still. Get time side, make it. Handbrake, okay, cool. Alright, round him mount. Can we hold it? Hold it. It's quite amazing how this car sometimes it holds really, really well around the corners. Quite amazing. Like a 60% drift, the ideal drift. Yeah, you can't get any more. 67. Almost 70. I'd say 70 is more or less where you want to get here. So yeah, if you learn how to drift this car properly, yeah, you're gonna probably beat the randos. Well, maybe not the ones that are actually good. Yeah, seriously, if you want to get the P1 at F1 and be competitive in drift defense, try this build. Thank you, randos, for starting it and accepting, because, you know, daily challenges, you know what, there really should be one for every single day for drift defense. Otherwise, they won't get started. Millionaire drill. Let's see if we can get to 90k. Alright, got the good start, which is essential, because one thing that's good about this car is the quick accelerations, which really helps if you get the angles. If you get the speed quicker, it's easier to slide. It works for every car, but you know. And one thing about this car, yeah, slides really wide, times 3 before the checkpoint. Barely. Or maybe not really, I don't know. Oh my, yeah, see, like, part of this car is like, it sometimes just grips up so much that it refuses to drift. Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do about this car. You have to learn to get used to letting it grip up and try to avoid that, and then you will be good. But again, that's easier said than done. And why am I using it here? Well, because I don't exactly have a scheduled car to use here. To say exploring options. Because I can't exactly do well here in the RX-7 for some reason. Okay. Times 5 before, okay. Ooh. Alright. Never mind me trying to, get cool angles. Alright, pretty good. Now we have to get to top 750 combo bonus before the the tricky part is that this car is a bit too quick sometimes, and you don't want it to be too quick at sometimes. And it's control, so it really takes quite some learning to drift this car, really. Ooh, see, once you get to the rhythm, it slides really well, which is quite surprising. And because of how long the straight did, this car could do really well. 93. Yeah, that's a pretty good run. Probably near my PB. My PB is also 93 something. There are aliens. Watch out.
They're just like, we come in peace.
Just like I'm drifting to McLaren in peace. Wow.
Okay, not to get on a conspiracy note or anything, but I'm just going to put out there, I believe we are not the anomaly. There's different other life form out there.
True.
There's definitely gotta be.
Yeah, no way there isn't any. Like this life form drifting at McLaren for no reason.
Yeah, you're not an alien for that. You're just an idiot. No.
Nah, I mean the people might find it helpful. You know, they want to unlock the P1 or the F1, and you know this playlist helps. All right, getting the angles nice. Getting almost 1,000 every time. Nice. And in the alien chatter, we're gonna see if we're gonna match up to Mr. Buster here, who regularly gets crazy scores here.
We'll see. I doubt it, though. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I mean, you always get crazy scores here.
I mean, this is my main event.
Yeah, your backyard. Even though we're having all-wheel drive drift cars for some reason.
I mean, I'm not, but you do you, boo-boo.
Yep. Can we get to 120 like last time? Maybe. No, fall off the banking! Oh my god. Well, that didn't happen, so all good.
116,000 where I normally have 109.
of serious stuck cooking. Alright, that's cringe.
Very.
I'm sorry for being cringe, I can't help it.
I mean, you can.
True. Alright, no, 120, but should be close, 116.
If this isn't my personal best, I don't know what is. I'm sorry to cut you off, but 159. Let's go.
Holy god, that's a crazy score if I ever saw one.
We're making our way to 169.
Just 10,000 left. Hey, I still won. Wow. Alright, so return from the free S-Class drift events. This car is actually surprisingly well at drifting. It has no business doing so given that it's a McLaren, but I'm pleasantly surprised at how it's doing. I was just like, okay, maybe it'll do well, maybe it'll do bad. Because the coupe didn't do well. The Spyder, on the other hand, did pretty well. The last clip I showed, don't swing the technique. Normally that score should normally win you the race. 106k should normally win you the event. It did that well against one of the best drift cars in the game. Drifted by one of the best person to drift for points, so really, signs are promising. So if you want to be decent and competitive in S-Class drift playlist while also working on the McLaren 570S, build this car. It should help. Now granted, this car loves to grip up randomly as you saw from the clips, but once you get used to it, it actually slides surprisingly well. And one of the reasons it does that well in a drift is because it gets up to speed quicker than your average drift cars. As you saw, the acceleration took less than 3 seconds, which sounds really good, which is why in the first straight in Millionaire drift, it gets up to speed and it slides really smooth. Unless it grips up, it becomes more and more predictable the more you drift with this car. So don't be scared. Give this car a try. I enjoy drifting with this car. I hope you will as well. We're gonna continue with the cars that have no business doing well in drift events soon. This is my big present surprise that I want to share with you. I hope you will also drift this car and find it enjoyable, and get some progress in unlocking the McLarens without sacrificing position in the drift playlist. This car does grip up so randomly, but like I said, it becomes more and more predictable later, even though it will still grip up at unpredictable times. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video or stream.